Hey everyone, it's Kayla with the Celebration Company, and I've got something fun for you today. But first, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. And also be sure to check me out on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram for a lot of other fun ideas just like this one. To make our cute little bunny head, we're going to use this little plaque or this sign from Dollar Tree. And I'm just taping off the stake that's attached to it using some painter's tape so that I don't get paint on it. And I'm just going to do kind of like a primer coat, and I'm just using a gray to cover up the buffalo plaid. So I'm just the gray just makes it a little bit easier to cover, so that's why I chose gray instead of white. And then I'm going to go over it with some white and also a little bit of a color. It's called parchment is the color. So I'm just kind of mixing those two. I want kind of like a, not all one tone of a coloring. I want to see a little bit of those different tones. So I'm just using that same brush with the gray that had a little bit of gray in it, and I'm just doing it a couple of times until I completely cover it. I don't see that buffalo plaid peeking through, and I don't see very much of that gray, just so it has a nice good coat of white. Now I'm just taking, while the paint is still wet, a little bit of a light pink and just making some little circles for the cheeks. And I did it while it was wet so it would kind of just blend in with the background. Now I've got just a little heart here that was already painted pink. I believe it came from Hobby Lobby, maybe Dollar Tree, I can't remember which one. I think it was a sticker. And I just distressed it just a little bit with a sanding block, and I'm just going to use that as the nose. Now I'm going to take some black paint, and I'm just using a large brush with a big handle to make the eyes. I just did 2 simple little dots for the eyes, and then I'm also going to use a little thin brush to make the mouth. I'll just put the nose on there to kind of figure out where I want that mouth to start, and you can see I kind of just marked that. And now I'm just going to take my thin brush and just make a little J, and then a backwards J, just kind of connecting the two, and then put my little nose right at the top of that. Now I'm just taking that same brush and just making some whiskers with the black paint, and you can see the bunny has taken shape. I'm using the end of my brush and a little white paint to just add a couple little highlights in the eyes. Then I'm going to take that same brush and a little bit of burnt umber and just go around all the edges of the bunny to give it a little bit of a distressed look. Now I'm taking some fabric that I have. This is just an old blanket, and I just cut 2 bunny ears, and I made sure to cut a total of 4 pieces, so I had a front and a back. And then I'm just using this ribbon that I got from Michael's to create a little inside piece to put on the bunny ears. And I just freehanded this. I don't have a pattern. I just freehanded it. It does not have to be perfect for this. Now you're just going to glue your little floral pattern onto the bunny. You could use any fabric that you want for this. It doesn't have to be this specific one, and it doesn't have to be this thick. Now I chose some white pipe cleaners, and I'm just gluing those around the edges. Be sure to leave some space around all the edge so you're able to glue the 2 pieces together so that you don't see those pipe cleaners. So I'm just going to repeat that process on both of them, and this way our little ears will stand up nice. You can also bend them and turn them a little bit. Now we're just going to glue these right to the back. I kind of positioned them the way that I wanted, and then kind of glued them in place while I was kind of holding them. And after you do that, you can just cut off the excess pipe cleaner, and then I just glued a little bit of that fabric right to the back to kind of hold that in place a little bit more. Now I decided the ears needed a little more distressing, so I'm just taking that same brush that I used and some burnt umber, and I'm just going around the edges of the ears just to kind of add a little bit of age and distress to them. Then I'm just taking some lace that I got from Michael's, made a little bow, and I'm just going to glue that onto the ear. Then, because I can't leave well enough alone, I decided to take a little bit of burnt umber and just go right down the face with it to add a little more antiquing and distressing. And that's all there is to it. I hope you enjoyed this one. Be sure to like and follow and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one very soon. Bye.